Hello, everyone.
Hello, bonjour. Today is day 9, so we're going to be talking about, again, passive income.
Yeah, so 14 days of passive income. And like Jennifer said, day 9. Yeah. So today the topic is house hacking.
Yes.
So passive income. You have a house or a place where you live. Why not turn it into income?
Yeah, so there's many ways to do house hacking, but the most common is kind of what we'll talk about today. So it would be basically turning your basement or part of your house. So sometimes you can divide it, maybe front and back, or doesn't matter, but dividing part of it into an apartment that would be rented. So you could rent it out monthly, like long term, or you could rent it out on Airbnb, depending on where you live.
Yeah, that's it. And sometimes it's just a room. Sometimes it's like Jennifer said, a full-fledged apartment. There's many different things.
Yeah, it could be a bachelor or 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom apartment, depending on the space that you have that you're willing to house hack.
So I was listening to a podcast earlier before recording this, and the lady's in Alberta, and that's what she does. It's her specialty is suited houses. So here we would call it more secondary suites, or Ottawa, I think it's a secondary dwelling unit. That's
yes.
the actual name. Each city and area has a name for it, but it's another apartment or another living space that's separate.
Yeah, you're not actually creating a legal duplex or anything. You're really just not adding, but using a part of the house which becomes an apartment.
Yes, and what was interesting about the interview as well, the lady said there's many uses. So yes, passive income. She's a single mom with 4 kids, so she became a real estate investor to create that secondary income that her spouse would have that she's not getting. But she said also think about the future. So she had a disabled child, and she's like, well, this is perfect. Then he can live in the basement, and then we live together, but we each have our space. Or as you retire and you downsize, she also mentioned, why not downsize within your own house and rent the upper unit, the larger unit, and then you downsize in the smaller unit. So I thought it was kind of
maximizing the house hacking strategy.
Yeah, well, smart woman. I mean, she moved from
Yes.
Africa to Edmonton, so I can't imagine with 4 kids, and one is a special needs child too. So it's
That must be a challenge for sure.
So and then tomorrow we're going to talk about different house hacks. So yes, now we spoke about the more basic, more average. So yeah, adding a unit, but there's other ways you can house hack, and there are all kinds of advantages. And like we mentioned as well, the Airbnb, it's nice, but it can be off and on. So if you need the space, it's like a flex space if you design it properly. So if you have guests, I know right now with COVID you're not supposed to have much company, but in the future when things go back to whatever,
Some kind of normal.
yeah, and if you have guests, then you can use that space yourself, and then when you don't have guests, then you rent it out and make money, and it's furnished and it's quite nice, and you get income tax breaks like deductible, because some of it is for a business expense. Again, do
I
due
think
diligence.
that's part of you have to do, we're not financial planners or anything, so but we're just explaining from our experience. And one of the good parts about house hacking is you can, which is a kind of another part of the passive income part, is you can deduct part of the house. So part of your mortgage, you can deduct part of your hydro, internet, all the things that would be used for the apartment.
So it's like a home office, but you have to be careful. There's rules.
Yes, you have to make sure the percentages are correct. So again, check with your accountant to make sure that you're doing it properly.
Because like that lady was saying, to revert back and actually rent most of the house and become the smaller portion, then there could be some tax issues.
Yes.
Sorry, I cut you off. I'm good
No.
at that.
That's okay. We ended
Free.
up saying the same thing, so that's perfect.
Free cut off. There you go. So that's it. So until tomorrow, further house hacks, and then we have some other great topics. All kinds of conversations we're having with people.
5 days left. Yeah, we're actually going to be having some great guests following all of this passive income, the 14 days of passive income. We're going to be having some great guests that are going to be able to follow up on all of this, so it's quite exciting.
Yeah, and further expand on a few topics where we're not experts. So we're bringing in the experts. If you have suggestions or ideas, message us. We'd love to hear from you. So that's it. Take care. Have a great rest of your Friday.
Yes.
Bye.